Hello, happy Friday. This is a Friday that I will mark as a in specificity because it's the last weekend before we move into the new cycle. So today is the 18th of December, and on Monday the 21st is the pivot into the winter solstice, right? So in so many ways, this solstice is a landmark, if you will, right? A destination point for us to recognize moving into the new cycle. So the new cycle, and I love keywords, so we'll just like clear it up by saying for now that the new cycle is about a new reality. Okay, so in the sort of the movements and the trials and tribulations of this month, in particular, I've been very sensitive and vulnerable even to the way it's made me feel, and I've described it in so many ways as sad or disappointed. In the way that just kind of rolled off my tongue, that was obviously a state of being that I have been kind of ruminating on and probably savoring too long, where it was self-perpetuating. In pieces of advice that have been sort of barking out from all directions, because my intellect is doing no service to me to allow myself to recover or feel better. Neil Strauss was posted today something to the effect that if you're working on self-improvement and that's your contribution to the world, make sure and be honest that you're not including self-punishment. And as I, broke my own rules by somehow finding myself on Instagram while walking down the street, I was like, damn, he's right. Further, as I've gone down the sort of, will progress in that day, I was working out and not feeling entirely sort of jazzed by my music, so I started listening to some TED Talks. The TED Talk went into this cycle where it was just playing over like interesting topics related to consciousness, right? So one after another successively. In one that I found myself a little more kind of involved with, which is hard to do deadlifts while listening to a conversation about consciousness, usually boring. I got this notion or a morsel of information where they were talking about we are moving towards change and newness, right? You, us, we, if you want to be, right, engaged with future feeling and involved in innovation and growth, right? We have to accept that change is all we're gonna do. We're gonna keep change and move forward and learn more and discard the rest or relearn or forget it all, right? And start over again. So all these things come with like, okay, that sounds like a wonderful thing to say, but in doing, what is it like? And the great answer to that within that is forget it all, right? Blank slate, which makes starting anything very, very easy, right? Like the first day of school. I know nothing. Don't ask me a question because I don't know the answer. I haven't learned it yet, right? Or I haven't been presented with that information yet. So that's the easy place, right? So we can clear way easier than we can solve, right? So the information has been so overwhelming this year that we've actually come to a point where it is too much. So we can end this, right? The great shamans once said, I wrote it down, it's more important how you end things than how you start things, right? We're starting clear and empty, right? Clear slate. Fine, right? Let's end things with gratitude for what we've learned, even the hard stuff, even the yuck and the muck. And so maybe in that gratitude, we're going to sort of feel a lot better in the resolve of switching to the new reality, the new cycle, right? So that was a lot of words. I didn't even plan on this. I was gonna use 3 key words and stop. But here we are. So I'll save the last part till the end of class, right? So it matters how we end things. So in our closing words, I've got a couple of little pieces of nuggets of information, right? So close your eyes for a moment. And let this weekend be the clearing, the freeing, the removal, the forgetting. Right? Practice that in a way where you don't have to get involved with thinking, but you're just shedding, right? See yourself move through space like a snake shedding off the skin, right? Or a bird fluttering, fluffing, molting, however you see those feathers flying off and away and being reused for something else. You can notice that coming out on that freeing, soft, compassionate exhale that comes out after your inhale. We'll take 3 breaths together. To come to your heart at the end of that 3rd exhale. Bow gently to the work that you do in order to free yourself in readiness, right? Here we are. That was a lot of talking, I'm sorry. If you're a listener, good for you, thank you. If you're not and you skipped forward to the movement, hopefully it'll all still come out, right? So don't forget to drink your water. My source of happiness has been in movement. Strictly. So I've tried not to even think while moving because I know I've always really loved what comes out of moving my body because maybe everything gets trapped into it. We're coming to our mat and we're going to come to our seat, right? I came over my right shoulder and placed my hand, right? I'm going to do the same thing and come right back up. Now I'm going to my left as you are too. Look over your left shoulder, bend your knees, find the floor with your hand, and bring your butt to the mat. Again, go to the left, use your hand, push the floor away, and come up to stand. So, we're gonna fall, we're gonna land, we're gonna sit. The floor is very far away from the top of your head, but you will get back up to the top of that mountain, right? Turn over the right shoulder, hand. My butt's not on the floor, neither is yours, so it's my right hand. Now my left hand, I'm in a little creepy little crab pose, okay? So it's kind of like a saggy bridge or a saggy tabletop, right? My fingers are pointed toward the back and I'm just sweeping my chest and ribs side to side, right? Just a little swing, right? When I sweep my hip hips to the right, I'm looking over to my left hand, noticing that my left hand is also pretty light when I do that. Same thing when the hips go to the left, I look to my right hand, yours, a little light, right? Easy and soft, right? So that's the thing, you don't have to pick your hand up, it's just a shifting energy. Okay, now slide your hips back, my butt's not on the floor, neither are yours, flexed feet, come back, now lift the butt, lift the chin. Let's do 2 more of those. So on the exhale, pull your belly button in, get really tight in your core, you can tuck your chin and look back, and then use your inhale and lift. One more time, exhale to tuck. Push the floor away, inhale to lift, and then this exhale, take your butt to the floor, right? Hands together, between the knees and forward, right? My feet are a little bit wider than the hips. I'm gonna C-curve and tuck my belly in and get a nice little rounded back, right? So C-curve is like scooping the tailbone under if that's your lexicon, right? You're filling into the low back, but you're toning up that front aspect of your abdominal muscles, right? Chin is tucked too, rolling slowly, slowly, down to the floor. Press your elbows to the floor. Now lift the butt. Okay, I'm pressing my triceps down. I've got 90 degrees elbows, but you don't need to really. But you could, right? So you can feel there's a nice tone to the butt. Okay, hips go down. We're gonna come back to that tucked chin and the arms forward. My chin is tucked also. My feet are to the floor and I'm gonna roll it up. It's gonna come up a little quickly, right? You could pick up the feet and that might help. The effort, though there's a lot of, I don't like the word, but it's still helpful. A little failure, if you will, a little whoopsies, right? The feet will come off the floor, but you just keep striving, right? Keep working on trying to have those feet to the floor as you come up. Even if it's quicker, it's fine, okay? Here we go. Tuck the chin, C curve, right? Slowly. This is the more controlled part, right? On the egress, back down to the shoulders, hips up. So this is your bridge pose. Oh, by the way, I'm playing Khalid as my music tonight. You might be hearing in the background. And everyone that I talk to about them describes or pronounces that name differently. So I say Khalid, others say Khalid, some Khalid. It's not the DJ. That's all you need to know. Hips down. Nothing wrong with him. That's just not who I'm playing, right? Tuck the chin, right? I've got the tuck. Remember, the effort is to keep the feet on the floor. If you need to take them farther out, that's fine. If closer in is what you can do, then you're doing it. You've got some real good strength there, right? Tuck your chin, tuck, roll, pull it up. There we go. All right, pick this one up. Arms up to the sky. Turn your palms out so you can take the hands to the floor. You're gonna lift the hips up and slide the hips back. Right, nice little push away. Make sure your wrists are comfortable. Come back up. And then take your butt to the floor. Here we go. Hands forward, C curve, tuck the chin. This is the third one. Rolling, rolling, rolling. You're down, elbows down, hips up. So, right, as we've maintained the sort of opinion that things are always changing, and so are we, and we might as well, right? You have to notice that things could change quickly, so we have to adjust, right? If you need your feet closer, farther, narrower, or wider, then that's then make that decision, and you'll notice, right? So your intuition will tell you, okay, I'm more sturdy here. I can find this, and mostly if you're in a place where you're insecure or uncomfortable in the body, right? Position, balance. Make that adjustment, right? So that might be probably why. So wider, narrower, right? Shorter, or closer, or farther away, okay? Hips down, chin tucks. There's your C curve tuck. Abdominals, nice and strong tuck up. Come up. This is different. Take the right hand over to the right. We're gonna go reach, so the hips go up, left arm goes over the ear, and then you're gonna take it down, okay? Switching it, left hand to the back, right arm up, reach over your left shoulder. It's one of my favorite. And we're gonna combine that, boop, with our little sort of floor exercise. So I was really enjoying this at the gym today. C curve till you roll all the way to the floor, elbows to the side. Now, when the hips go up, you're gonna let your left hand go to the floor, reaching towards your left heel. Now reach your right arm over to your left. Hips are up. Rolling onto the outside of your left shoulder, and then hips down as the elbow comes down. Okay, same thing, right arm down, hips up, left arm reaching, and we're gonna go 2 more on each side. So hips down, reaching right arm. Right, hips down, elbow down, reaching left arm. So crossing the body 1 more time on each side. Hips down, right arm reach. You can go wider out to an angle if you feel like you're compelled to, right? Last time, left arm reach. And then hips down. Okay, tuck the chin. I look towards the feet, all the way up. Here we go. Now we're coming back up to stand. Left hand over to the left, right? I'm gonna pick up my butt, come all the way up to stand. You're gonna sit, right arm over to the floor, take your butt to the mat, and then take this to a low boat. Okay, come up to a high boat, bend the knees, and plant the feet. So here's your C curve again. So we have some options, right? I'm probably more apt to go to my right, use my right hand to press me up to stand. You might be more sort of centric to your left. However, we could also just include both and go towards the middle, right? So you get that butt up, chest forward, leaning to the toes, and then come all the way up from there. Okay, cool. You want your feet comfortably underneath you. Arms up to the sky. Whee! And sit to chair pose. All right, I'm gonna take this to a low boat. A low lunge, sorry. Left foot steps back, you're in a low lunge, okay? Just getting a nice feel for how the feet are holding the floor, right? Checking your toes, checking your mat, checking your hands. Let's go back to a three-legged dog. All right, open the hip and take that little sneaky, cranky version of a side plank. Hands still on the floor, hips open, but your left heel goes over to the left. Right, pick up the heel, step the foot forward. Left foot steps to meet the right. Inhale all the way up, arms up. So I'm combining without separating the chair to low lunge, right? So that's what we're doing. You're going on your exhale to chair, and then you're very gently just choosing hands to touch and right foot to step back. So we're not separating them out in two cues, it's one cue, okay? Left, all right, so you find your balance here, right? Left leg goes back, open hip three-legged dog, and then turn your open hip three-legged dog slightly out in that right heel. So it's like a side plank with both hands still on the floor. Right, with a little winged leg. On your exhale, bring it back to center, left foot comes to the front, right foot comes to meet it. Inhale to a flat back, then exhale, sit to chair pose. All right, so we're building up that, getting that endurance back. We're reminding ourselves of the work that it's taken to have this endurance in your thighs and in your chair pose, okay? Come to stand, reach, lift, heart up, little squeezy glutes. Okay, take a forward bow. So a little appreciation for those hips. All right, let's think about, let's say it was Monday, right? So Monday we were doing my little ballet challenge. I think it was a ballet challenge. It's like a dancer's challenge to open the hips, right? So open up, be free, and release. Let's come up to a flat back, sit to chair pose. We're gonna do this side, come to stand, right foot lifts first. And so we're gonna do this side for just the sake of like, if you need to see, right? So your left toes are gonna stay forward. They're gonna wanna turn out to your right, because I know that we've done a lot of those pivots. We're not pivoting, we're simply opening. So you might need a little assistance. I'm going for my right knee, right shin. I'm trying my best to keep my left foot facing forward, and I'm opening my hip. And then the best way of allowing that space is actually to forget all the stuff we've done before where it says that you have to have your torso upright. Right, so you're gonna lean nice and generously into the left ribs and the left side of the heart. Right, nice open hip. And then if you're really feeling wily, you can also straighten that leg. Right, you're gonna bring it, wrap it all the way around to the front. It's a little dramatic coming to the camera, right? Bend the knee and sit to chair. So what you probably felt on that, right, going just for the feels, some really strong glutes, right? And this really nice kind of tap into your intuition, right? Where am I balanced? How much goes forward? How much goes back? How much grounds down? And then how much lifts up, right? We're all different. That's the best answer to that. Okay, inhale to a flat back. Exhale, sit to chair. And then come up to stand. Left knee lifts. Okay, we're keeping right knee towards, facing to the front. I'm holding my shin, my knee, my leg, wherever it needs to be for now, right? So I'm turning my left hip open, staying leaning over the front of that right foot, and I'm just reaching. Maybe your right arm's reaching forward, it might be reaching up. You might even, depending on you, you might need to stable it on your right thigh. Okay, so open hip. If you want that left leg open, straight, right? And then watch out for everything that's around you to bring it back to front and sit it down to chair. Nice. Right, this chair is gonna step back again for a low lunge with left foot back. Okay, there we are. Pretty good. Arms reach to the back, palms up. Right? Not only that, the heart's gonna lower, but the shoulders are gonna lift. So you're keeping your heart low, but you're really stoking up the upper back here. Awesome. Right, now when you sweep the arms forward, now we can pick this up and sweep it nice and sweetly open to, right, the cherished and loved high lunge. Okay, and now I'm gonna tie the two together, hands brush down, right leg brush back, three-legged dog, to that little open hip version of down dog, but also with the left heel tip to the left. Okay, let right knee forward as you come towards plank pose, tuck it in. You're gonna step the foot back as you chaturanga, right? Sweep until you're to your up dog, manage it, modify it, feel it. Don't let it overwhelm you, right? So don't let your progression to the future get stuck in feeling like your up dog needs to massively change, right? Or even to look like anyone else's on Instagram, but your own. Okay? So if we're gonna change anything, it's for safety reason, right? Or for comfort, and if it benefits you in strength, then great too, but not because the performance looks better to someone else. Right, so whatever. All right, look forward to your hands. Hop, step, or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to flat back. Exhale to fold. Whee! Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, sit to chair. And our chair is going right into that low lunge. Right? So right foot back. Okay, palms are facing the sky as you reach your hands back. Right? Try not to allow your head of your arm bone, which is the arm where it meets the shoulders, to drop down. Let your upper back pull it up, but let your chest sink down towards the floor. So that way it shouldn't kind of cramp your neck, right? It should also give you this feeling of flying, right? As you sweep your arms down, palms are facing forward. If you wanted to hook your thumbs, you could. If you needed to bend your elbows, that would be also fine. Woo! All right, brush, hands touch, left leg back, hip open, right heel tips right. So think of this shape just like when we were standing at the front of the mat and you were doing that opening, that tree version of a split open. Right, lift the heel as the knee comes forward to tuck. Simultaneously, the foot steps back as you chaturanga. And your inhale brushes you open to an up dog. Your exhale gives you life to your down dog. All right, yippee. Look forward. However you like to journey, that transition, that movement in front of the mat. Okay, at the front, you take an inhale for a flat back, and exhale to fold. Woo! Okay, not mad at that. Inhale halfway up again. Exhale, sit to chair. Okay, so however you came up from the floor last time, if you want to do both hands or one-sided, right side left. So just remember, if you're doing one-sided right hand to get you down, when we come back up, you'll come up with the left hand. So I don't want to overtalk you. All right, so I'm trying both hands, sitting nice and deep, so my hands catch, right? And then I'm able to place my butt with a little bit of pace and tone, right? So I'm in a high boat with knees bent. No big deal, right? Something that I really enjoy. So let's tie this into some fun stuff that we've done in the past couple weeks, right? So I have my C curve for a moment, and I'm gonna tip my knees to the right. I'm gonna look up to the sky and a little bit to the left. So this is opening your right side of your chest, and you're getting a little bit of a sort of a cutie little twist over your left hip. Okay, now come right back in to your little C curve version of a high boat. Okay, so this doesn't have to be a rigid back. We're kind of playing with the flexibility of life, right? So no more rules that you have to do anything rigid, but you might want to just try and be yourself as much as possible, right? Knees to the left, heart lifts, and then so this angle is right, you're looking up and to your right. I know it looks weird in the video, but you're feeling yourself. You don't rely on the image of me. Okay? Woo, back to the middle. Right, here's that C curve. You can let the feet touch and keep pulling the belly in, pushing the arms forward even though you're unraveling your vertebrae down to the floor, right? Nice and low, elbows down, and then lift both hips. Here's your bridge pose. Hold your hips for a sec. So this is a true bridge pose, and we're gonna take this into a version of a bridge hybrid of a shoulder stand. Right, so my elbows are gonna stay under my hips, my left leg's gonna go up, and then my right leg's going up. So I have my hips in my hands, my heels over my hips, and for the most part, I probably have a 90-degree hip flexion right here. That's mostly because I'm carrying my hips right here. Bend the knees, place the feet. Release the hips, bring it down. We're gonna cross over to the back again. So left hand reach down towards left heel and right arm reach up and way back. And then come back to the floor. Switch it. Right arm is alongside the right side of the mat. Left arm's reaching. A little tap. For me, I'm grabbing my door frame. And then back down. All right, tuck the chin. Look forward, right? Tuck the chin so you can pull up. Maybe this is getting a little easier. This is a reminder, we're coming to stand. If you right-handed to lower yourself down, use left hand to lift yourself up. If you use both arms, and if you're okay with that, press into the floor, reach through the thighs, right? Through the knees, and come up to stand. All right, let's close this out. Let's throw it all together, and I'll add a little bit of a dazzle in the end. Okay, first sit to chair pose. When you come up to stand, right knee lifts. Right, yogi's choice to either hold the leg or not, and we're gonna go for that opening, right? Heart is reaching generously forward to the left, right hip is out. We are going to tombe this into warrior two, and that's gonna fall back into a little dancing warrior. Okie dokie, and you can come back up, warrior two to reverse warrior. Super cute. Gonna come forward, wrap wall. You can helicopter this all the way around, hook the left elbow, or right elbow to the outside of the left knee, and you're in a tucked low lunge. Half bound, if you will. And then you're gonna lean so far forward, you can pick that right leg up again. You're gonna unravel the hook, so we're half mooning it, and then you'll full moon, left arm is forward. So this is exactly what we've been building up to. Woo! Right leg out in front of you, knee bends, sit to chair, and then very gently transition this left foot back to a low lunge, right? So in so many ways, we're still paying attention to the right side, which is usually how we do this, right? Arms brush to the back, palms up. Arms brush to the front, arms up, high lunge. Awesome. This is a cutie. All right, I'm gonna let my left knee go all the way to the floor, and I'm gonna very gently allow my left hand to go back towards my left leg or the floor, and you're gonna do a deep Anjane asana. Right, so right arm reaching back, nice strong front foot. Whew. Come up, hands to the front, left knee lifts. Here we go. Here's that open hip three-legged dog with that little turn of that left heel. And you're gonna take your right arm up. And now you do have a side plank with either a bent knee, or you can straighten the leg, grab the big toe, and enjoy all the hamstring opening that you've done. Yay. Woo! A little wobbly. Not bad, look forward. This is where the right leg's gonna come to the front just for a moment, so you can place it into your lunge, and you're taking this to a three-legged chaturanga, right? So the hands touch, right leg goes up, there you are, to up dog, back to a down dog, and then gracefully to the front of your mat. Okay, inhale halfway up, give yourself a little breath on an exhale to forward bound. That was the last side for the right side. Let's finish the left. Woo, inhale halfway up. Exhale, sit to chair. Having fun, right? Come up to stand, left knee lifts. Ooh, and your choice again, right? Remember, like last time, either hold the knee or don't, right? You're coming open, you're reaching arm forward, leg back, yeah, nice open hip, and then it's a nice little fall into warrior two, and it's a nice little pickup for a sit into your dancing warrior. Right, come back up, warrior two, and that tips right into your reverse warrior. Okay, this one's gonna come up, and you're gonna sweep this one deeply forward to hook the elbow and place the hands. Okay, so you're in your lunge pose, you're in your twist, you're shifting your energy to just allow yourself to forget anything other than just having a good time playing, starting over if you need to lift that left foot, to reach forward through your chest. You let this whole thing go. First half moon pose, so you can mark your balance on the floor. And the whole thing has brought you up to a full moon pose, right arm forward, and then come all the way up to stand, feet to the floor. And then when you sit into chair, you're gonna step right foot back to a low lunge. Got it? So good, here we go. Arms back, palms lift, arms forward, arms reach. Right, elbow or right knee lands, heart up, Anjaneyasana. And then if you like, right hand towards that back leg to really pull the belly in, use all that core strength, right? The back bend of your dreams. Yay. Right, so that back foot can really help you lead back forward to come out of the depth of your back bend. Otherwise, you might just power your low back and overdo it. So remember, use everything you got. Right knee lifts. Here we are, going into that three-legged dog with an open hip. Your right heel is tipping over to the right, and your left arm is up. You're choosing either yes or no to go for that left big toe, and tuck the tailbone under. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Open the heart, open the hips. Right, look forward to place that left foot to the front of the mat. That was gonna take us right into three-legged chaturanga, right? The leg goes to the sky, chest is open, and then you go up dog to down dog. All right, I'm happy with that. Let's come to a plank pose and let your knees gently return to the floor. So we're in all fours. We're gonna translate a little bit of that core work that we did into cat-cow here. So on your exhale, pull the belly in. Use your abdominal strength to give you that curve, right? So that tuck in, include the chin. Let the shoulder blades glide, slide, roll off the back. All right, so this is gonna remedy any sort of inadvertent pinches or over squeezing that you may have done somewhere else, right? All right, sink the heart, squeeze the shoulder blades now onto the back as the chin lifts, right? So not too severe. This shouldn't hurt the back of your neck. You should almost feel like you're just putting it right in line to be able to enjoy what you're seeing in the world. Okay, one more time, tuck again. And one more time, left. Okie dokie. Okay, so getting to the floor right here. Oh, I forgot we did that really fun thing with our legs. I really liked that. Let's see if we can transition out of that. So we're taking feet to the right, right? Hips to the back, right? So this is how we did it, right? So right now your knees are to the left, arms are up, and you're looking over to the right. Not bad. You can do this with or without the arms. You come back into the knees, you pick the feet up, and you sweep them over to your left. Is that cute and fun? I think it is. I'm gonna face the front just so in case it needs to be understood a little bit more, right? So butt goes back, you can always catch yourself. Arms are up and you're looking over your left shoulder, right? This is cute. A little lift of the chin. That might be your happy holidays photo, happy holidays, right? And again, you can use your strength with or without the arms. Come back up, you're in the middle. I'm gonna cross my ankles, right? So when I lean back, make sure your on the mat where you're comfortable, you can press into the hands to lift the knees and take the legs out in front, right? Mine wasn't that graceful because I really need my mat for those parts of my knees, right? Arms up to the sky. Okay, good staff pose. Just enjoy the long sit and take a moment to process the forward bow, right? This forward bow over the legs and with the breath. Over the legs and out with the breath. It's like a, what is it? That nursery rhyme. Over the hills to grandmother's house we go. I don't know. Okay. Inhale to come up. All right, cross your legs one more time just to come to a comfortable seated position. Right, and we're gonna close out with the eyes closed. And 3 gentle suggestions for the evolution, the state that we've been in, what we're going through, the utility of it all, and the generosity of moving forward with a clean slate. So, being thankful, being appreciative, honoring from wherever we were, right? High or low, in or out, dark, deep, light, high, all of the above, most likely. Our 3 words are generosity, faith, and compassion. These 3 words are our key words. I'll say them again: generosity, faith, and compassion are the 3 words that science is looking to declare as the most grateful and grand gesture into authenticity, which makes consciousness reality, right? What we expect and how we enjoy, right? Live your life. Namaste. Happy holidays. Thanks for coming. See you soon.